Hello, we are here with DJ Storm from UK. Hello.
Hello.
Tell me please, how do you see Poland? It was okay or not okay? How do you see Łódź?
I think Woods,
Yeah.
or as I like to call it, Lods.
Lots, yeah.
I think it was fantastic. I had a really fantastic time last night. Met some wonderful people, exciting people. Saw some fantastic female DJs either side of me, which was just always awesome, you know what I mean? And obviously one of the DJs who played before me, she'd seen me play in Berghain when I played for Darwin Reef, so she was really enjoying that and said it was a really good change for Berghain to have a little bit of drum and bass in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I had a fantastic time last night and met some fantastic people afterwards, so it really just had a really lovely time.
Okay. I have, I think, two questions for you. One would be if you could tell who showed you the electronic music. It was your parents or someone else? Do you remember how it was?
I've always been musical, and I've always my parents bought me my first piece of vinyl maybe when I was about 4 or 5 years old. So I've always been a vinyl collector. You know, it's of my age, right, where you collected vinyl. And I suppose when I moved to London and started listening to pirate radio shows, my friend Chemistry, she kind of like, you've got to get into this music. It's really cool. She'd been raving a little bit, you know, and kind of was showing me how it went. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I suppose from that, we kind of became obsessed with the music and just like wanted to work out what we could do to be with it 24/7. So it was either being a producer or a DJ. Now, at that time, you needed a big analog system. So we hadn't got that kind of money. So we decided to become DJs.
Yeah. Yes, and it came very good.
Yeah, it's been very good. For the last 32 years, it's been very good. I've had my ups and my downs, but you know, everybody that gets into this scene and trying to maintain a position, it's always tricky. You're always going to have your ups and downs, but I think from the downs, you learn whether you really want it. You can back off and say, right, I don't want this, or you can fight harder, and I've always fought harder because I believe I've got something to offer. My set style is unique to me, and I think that needs to be heard. You know what I mean? Not in a big up myself way, but I've got something to offer, so therefore I need to get it out there.
Yeah, to tell by your set something, yes?
Yeah, to tell my story. Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, and some maybe hard question, but should be a connection between politics and music, or should not be connection, or there is connection, or there was connection? What do you think? Maybe not so easy question.
It's a difficult one, that I think, because you know, politics and politicians especially in England have most probably been very anti drum and bass in the beginning. We fought really, really hard to kind of keep it going.
Yeah, it was this anti-rave act, etc.
Yeah, and we all went to the Freedom to Party kind of thing at Trafalgar Square and supported that. And I think we've tried to let the government know that we're not here to just be in a club taking drugs and being messy, and we're here for the music. It's about a passion, and maybe it's a passion that maybe some politicians just don't get, you know. But you know, there was a great politician that came out and helped Fabric stay. So there are some people that kind of like will help you, and obviously Goldie helped a lot with that, and you know, people that were a bit more important, maybe a bit more famous, had to come forward when Fabric was going to close, and you know, luckily Fabric maintained and they're still there, you know. It was difficult for them for a while, you know, and at the end of the day, I don't think always politicians understand what we're doing, but if we can keep moving without them and bring in money, that's what they want to know. How much money can you make for us, right? That's what politicians really want to know. That's what the government wants to know. And if you can prove,
always.
of course, and if you can prove, they don't see it as that passionate thing, and it makes me wonder, are politicians really there for the right reasons sometimes, right? They think it's cool to be in the Houses of Parliament and making bills, but you've got to understand you're affecting people's lives, you know what I mean? Whereas we're not affecting your life, we're just giving you a good time, you know what I mean? We're having a good time together. I'm speaking the universal language of the world, which is music, And that can be anywhere in the world. And as long as you've got people that are enjoying what you're doing, you know, the politicians need to support us because we do a good thing, you know. And I was saying earlier, you know, that at the end of the day, I love that whole kind of German vibe that if you work hard all weekend, you're allowed to party hard at the weekend. Yeah. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that because people do work hard in this world of money that's hard to find and jobs that are hard to find. And I think we all need to be a little bit more together about that. And as well, ethnicities together, you know, that's the beauty of the drum and bass scene, that all comers have been welcome. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what religion you are. We're here for music. That's it. You know what I mean? It's plain and simple. And if the government could get their heads around that a little bit more, because I think they make it quite difficult sometimes for us to promote a club, hire a club, lots of money we have to put on the line to risk, you know what I mean? To do a night or maybe something new and exciting, you know what I mean? And it takes the government that few steps behind us to get into it, you know what I mean?
Okay. Thank you very much for this. Okay, I have a little surprise for you because yesterday I have told you a little about Polish and Łódź producers, and we have some vinyl for you. It is a very fresh vinyl which was released with our friend Rip Danger.
Oh, thank you.
And there is also two remixes here. One is by Radical and one is by Wanter.
Okay, cool.
So very nice jungle drum and bass record for you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, that means a lot. Thank you so much. Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you very much for interview and for everything. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Trzymajcie się, papa.
Brilliant.